My name's Adrian Southgate. I live southeast London, England. It's not at all. I mean, like everyone who comes here is wanting to do well and is wanting to win, but everyone else here is also wants everybody else to do well as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I just do it for fun. I'm not a competitive person. It's task-based flying, which makes you better. If you have a goal or something you want to achieve on a flight, whether it's training in any discipline of flying, it makes you better.
Yeah, I'm Dan. I'm from Norwich in Norfolk. Put aside all of your expectations to do really well and just come and have a go, and then you're likely to improve. Like, I can guarantee you will step away from the competition with so much more knowledge and skill set than you entered with, and it's just worth that in itself.
So I'm Rick, I'm from up in Yorkshire, so Northern Skies Paramotor, and we're based between Doncaster and York. Give it a go, 100%. That's what the Discovery class is all about, because it allows you to have a go without the worry of not having a GPS, having to cut your engine, but it's just going to give you a completely different goal to your flying for the year.
So you learn things from other pilots just by watching as well as talking to them. It's massively improved my paramotor flying skills because it pushes you to go to that edge of your envelope slightly. And that's the natural way of progressing in anything, you know. In any sport, they say if you want to get better, you play against someone who's better than you.
They have very kindly allowed me to have a little flight. There goes Bruce behind me. Get around those windsocks. Oh, lovely, nicely done. Window switched around since I laid out, so let's see how this goes. Okay, here we go. So, nice easy takeoff. Doing my favourite launch method, the reverse. This event is great because people are allowed to tackle whichever task they want to do, so they don't have everyone trying to do the same thing at the same time, so that's really well thought out. I'm going to do a task just so I can get a feel for what it's like. You know, I am cheating because I'm using Gaggle, I'm not using a map board, a paper map. All the other pilots have paper maps, and quite a lot of them were up till the small hours of the morning last night, plotting their routes.
So in the centre of the map, we have our airfield. In around it, we have lots of no-fly zones all around the map. We have to be very careful not to infringe them. If you infringe any red circle or red section, you are going to be heavily penalised. We have 6 tasks, 2 snake tasks, 2 declared time tasks and 2 constant speed tasks. These pink lines here, this pink circle should I say, is a 10 kilometer radius circle. So all these turn points that are marked inside that circle are worth 10 points. Any of the turn points marked outside that up to 20 kilometers are worth 20 points. And any turn points outside the 20k radius circle are worth 30 points.
Laminating the maps, creating their boards, doing their figures, all that stuff. I did a couple of hours of marshalling this morning. If you've not tried the British Open Paramotor Championships, bit of a mouthful, I'll just call it the comps from now on. If you've not tried the comps, don't be intimidated. You don't need to be like a 500 hours pilot or anything. As long as you're BHPA registered and have a pilot rating, it's a great way to improve your skills. It's a great way to meet other pilots. Tips and tricks. There's a guy in front of me on a Nucleon 4. Not doing very well sticking to this track, even with Gaggle. It's a bit of a joke, isn't it? It's a lot harder than it looks. Stay on track. aircraft in sight. Buxton Manor. See my other video where I flew to see the doily pattern. I'm going to stick to my track today. I'm not going to fly over it. To see what the compass is all about. So, as you can probably see, it is a little bit bumpy. It's 9:10 AM. So thermals are starting to kick off, even though it's fairly overcast. It was clear skies first thing this morning. Over HS2. 20% battery left. Oh shit. Running low on battery, that's no good. I need to go back. No spare battery. Well, I cocked up there, didn't I? Okay, let's go straight back. Didn't bring a battery. Didn't think I was going to be flying this morning, that's why. Okay, let's get ready for landing. And we're down on the deck. Another one. I came second. Ah, so close. It's a bit bumpy, to be honest. I'm not a number. I'm a marshal.
I didn't recognise your hats.
Do you not? Off to Blenheim Palace. This kind gentleman is going to make sure I have a first successful takeoff. What?
Green flag.
Green flag. All right. That's the brake, yeah?
That's the brake, yes.
Yeah.
Stop.
All right, cool.
Squeeze hard.
Make sure this guy doesn't run over my wing. Here he goes. Keep away from my wing, mate. Keep away from my wing. Cheers, mate. Goes Alex. Temperature 20 degrees C, 60% humidity. Feels a lot warmer than that. Winds are nice, blowing into wind. So, day 2 of the British Open Paramotor Championships. The plan for this flight is to go to Blenheim Palace. But sadly, I can't go over it directly because it's in an ATZ, the aerodrome traffic zone. See if I can get some photos. Might not be able to, we'll see. And then come back, basically. What an awesome week for flying. Perfect weather. Couldn't ask for better. Just about to fly over a disused Cold War airfield with Cold War bombers. This is designated an area of intense aerial activity. Expecting to see an X on the runway, but there isn't anything. Probably a bit thermic now to go too low. People walking their little dogs. It's a weird little spot there. So I think what I'm going to do is drop down over those power lines, have a play around in those hay bales. 29, 31. Let's go up. Yeah, it's too rough down here. I think that's Blenheim Palace over there. Yeah, I can see it. But Blended Palace has been worked on. Oh. We'll get some lift now into a thermal. Right, we need to be careful about not infringing airspace. Get quite close to it actually. Awesome. Blended Palace. So it is being scaffolded. That's the closest I'm going to get. Let's do a left turn. Don't get to win. Let's get trimmed now. It's a little bit rough, to be honest. A little bit rough. It was nice and smooth when I took off. But yeah, it's quite rough now. Bloody hell. Hadron. It's all over. Oxford Airport. It's to my right, there's a plane coming in to land. My word, it is rough as a... Well, it was a lovely little morning binball. A little bit lumpy. Had to wait for everyone to take off first. Well, ideally, this time of year you want to be taking off at 5:30 AM. I took off 3 hours later, it would be down by 8, really. Time now is 9:10. It's coming for a landing. Let's make sure I don't infringe any airspace on the way back. And we're down, and we are down. Yeah, lovely, yeah. Went over to Blended Palace. It's covered in scaffolding now.
I'm Barney Townsend, I'm the competition co-director for the BOPC 2025. And I think the nicest thing about championships is that there's no such thing as a typical pilot. We're an eclectic bunch, and that's the joy of it. But it's a good mixture. British, we've got this year French, Belgian, Irish, German, Australian. We have different levels of championships, so I'd always argue that championship competition flying is the best way to develop your skills to the next level. It's not necessarily about being on the podium, it's about the next stage of your training beyond being with an instructor in an airfield. You mix with a community of very, very expert pilots. We're an open community, there's lots of sharing about tactics and discussion of ideas, how to approach tasks. I took over directing in 2017. Andy was director before that, my co-director, so between the two of us we've directed 14 of the last 18 national championships in this country, including building up to a world championship last year as well.
And I hear you're looking for new directors, is that right?
We are. We feel that innovation drives what this sport is, and we've brought a lot to it. We've developed the format, we've developed the scoring systems, we've developed the community, and we think it's rightly the time some new ideas, fresh ideas come in from somebody with new drive, and take it forward. It's not that we're walking away. We want to work with our successor and manage the success and planning, and we both may well be back, but we feel we need a break before reaching burnout stage after this time, just to kind of regroup, spend some family time, and then we might come back. We want to help him move on.